got done watching Ahsoka episode 1 and 2. This is going to be my non-spoiler review and reaction. I just got done watching it. My full spoiler review for episode 1 and 2 will premiere right at midnight when the episodes are actually out, because we're doing a 2-episode premiere. That's pretty damn cool. And with that said, there's not a lot I can talk about without spoiling the damn show. So we're really much just going to give my basic reaction. I do want to share what I posted on Twitter, but I also want to make sure to remind you guys to share your guys' thoughts down below in the comment section, because I have to hear it. Are you fans of Star Wars Rebels or Clone Wars? Are you excited for the show? Do you know anything about Ahsoka or Sabine or Hera? Let me know down below, and make sure to hit that like and subscribe button for more, because we love talking movies and TV over here on a daily basis. And to get this out of the way as well, I'm a major Ahsoka fan. She is my favorite Star Wars character of all time. Got the shirt. I don't know if you can see the artwork. Got her back there. I absolutely cried when she showed up in The Mandalorian. She is just phenomenal. I love this, and I can't wait to see the rest of the show, because episodes 1 and 2 are absolutely phenomenal. So let's share my tweet, because what I said was Ahsoka episode 1 and 2 are remarkable. It's incredibly cinematic and fascinating. Pure sci-fi samurai tale that builds off Rebel, furthers characters that we love in a whole other avenue. As a massive Ahsoka Tano fan, she's my favorite Star Wars character. This was everything I could want. Every scene gets time to breathe and feels completely organic, perfectly paced and putting characters first than just cameos galore. I was expecting cameo after cameo, and that is not what Ahsoka is, thank God. Rosario, Bordizzo, and of course Winstead are the perfect leads, and the action is absolutely thrilling and about everything I could need from this show. And the show is truly a perfect mixture of every era of Star Wars. Plus, Stevenson, rest in peace to him, and Sakano are so damn good. I can't wait for the rest of the series. Again, this is now my full review. I honestly don't know really where to start with this, because I had a lot of thoughts going into the show. This was my most anticipated Star Wars show for this year, probably my second most anticipated show of this year, just in general, besides The Last of Us. And I was also extremely worried. I was extremely worried for the show for a lot of different reasons. I didn't want it to just be cameos galore of different aspects of Star Wars, which has been something that The Mandalorian has kind of felt, and I don't hate that about The Mandalorian, because it is quite exciting, but I definitely wanted story first when it came down to Ahsoka, primarily because of how well of a storyteller Dave Filoni did within Clone Wars, and specifically Rebels, which is honestly a very underrated series if you still have not watched it. But I also was kind of just worried to see how they were going to play this out. I wanted this show to feel organic. I wanted it to actually feel like an actual television show. And just going off again, the first 2 episodes that I loved, this does feel like an actual television show. It takes its time, it's slow, it's meandering, and it definitely harkens back to some old school Western samurai movies that you would watch in the past. And I really dig that they did take that meditative pacing to the entire story, because I thought this was going to be a lot faster, a lot quicker, more action focused, and it's not. This is definitely a character story first, and really much focusing on 3 characters: Sabine, Ahsoka, and Hera. Now, to really much give context though, Sabine and Ahsoka are definitely the main characters of this all, and I loved what they were able to build off of those characters, specifically their introductions. Each and every one of them really just came out into such a ferocious manner. But I also really like how the story itself is playing out so far. Every single episode, by the time it ends, makes you clamor and eager to watch the next one. And I really wish I could watch episode 3 right now, because by the time episode 2 ended, I was through the moon excited for this show. And not because of a Luke Skywalker showing up, not because of some other special Star Wars character like Mando or Boba Fett or, I don't know, frickin' Anakin Skywalker, which I know he's dead in the timeline, but let me just say my piece. It's exciting to see these revelations come about to be, and again, have that organic pacing to make the show feel so cinematic, and honestly at times feel like a film. Because and again, I don't want to spoil it, but from just in general, the first 5 minutes, you're going to be, if you're a major Star Wars fan, there's going to be some tears in your eyes, because you're going to get very excited over one damn thing. But the way that it all plays out is great. And whether you're going for the performances, which I think Rosario Dawson does an amazing job as Ahsoka, I'm very excited to see her open up, because this is a character that is really much changed over the eras of Star Wars. And where we see her now, she's very wooden and hardened as a soul. And I'm excited to see that maybe possibly open up. Natasha Bordizzo as Sabine is perfect. It's like Sabine literally jumping right out of the animation into the live action screen, and I thought she was phenomenal as this character. Her introduction to the show is perfect. Mary Elizabeth Winstead, I absolutely am obsessed with. I think she's a phenomenal actress, and her playing Hera is just perfect. Like, she gets the nuances down so well. And honestly, the rest of the cast that we've so far seen in these first 2 episodes, like Ray Stevenson as Balin Skoll. Ray Stevenson is such an underrated actor, and it really sucks that he has passed away now, because what he does in these first 2 episodes are so subtle, but so badass, and instantly reminded me of the first time that I ever saw Darth Maul in The Phantom Menace. And of course, Ivana Scano, I keep mispronouncing that probably. She's playing a character named Shin Hati. Love her in here. I think she's so damn good. And again, just her presence, and just, even though she doesn't have a lot of talking, the physicality presence, the mannerisms you see in these 2 characters' faces speaks a lot of volumes for what their feelings are going into here. And it adds to so much different aspects of Ahsoka as a show. And also Dave Filoni's direction, writing, all of that in here is flawless. Now, he only directed episode 1, episode 2, I can't remember who directed that one, but again, it was a flawless episode, and I think episode 2 was even better. Episode 1 was a great pilot to get you back reintroduced into all these characters, or if you're someone who's never seen Star Wars Rebels, someone who's now introduced to these characters. And then the writing, again, is just so written well, because you're constantly intrigued with what they're talking about. You're constantly wondering, well, what's that next step? What's that next thing that they're looking for? And when is this going to come and play out? Point where when episode 1 ended, I had to look. I was like, is this a 9-episode series? And I saw 8, and I got pretty sad, because I was like, I want this show to be even longer. Maybe 8 episodes is like the perfect amount for this. All I know is that Ahsoka really delivers those goods on the story front, the acting front, and oh my god, the action front. The action in the first episode is like really good. But there's like an action set piece in the second one that is edited so well, between like some stuff happening in like dogfighting style, all in the sky between 2 different ships, and of course some lightsaber action. And both of those going back and forth was just special, to say the least. Like, the way it just plays out is just, again, swift, organic. And there is even a lightsaber fight at the end of the first episode that, man, I just loved. I just sat there smiling and giddy as all hell, and I could not be any more happier with how they were able to handle all those action sequences. And I shouldn't expect any less, because what Dave Filoni did in his episode of season 2 of The Mandalorian with Ahsoka being introduced to live action was still, for me, the best Mandalorian episode. That episode was so damn well done, and that same tone that we got from there is very much built into this Ahsoka episode. And I can't wait to watch these again. I can't wait to scream to the high heavens on how much I love this show. And to also say one more thing, Kevin Kiner's score, I don't remember if I've already talked about it in this, because I'm filming like a bunch of different videos, but it's so great to see him be able to shine as a composer from what he had done, and of course all the animation stuff. And I'm not just saying that because I got to interview Kevin Kiner a while ago, but this is just beautiful. It's beautiful what he's able to touch in here, and this very much feels like a samurai sci-fi western show, and it just has this methodical pacing that I really hope it keeps up, because I don't just need all action. I don't just need cameos galore. I genuinely just want more story between Ahsoka, between Sabine, between Hera. I want these characters developed, and specifically Ahsoka, I want to see where her character has gone at after Star Wars Rebels, after the Mandalorian episode that we got with her. And I cannot wait to see where we get in episode 3. So thank you so much again, guys, for watching this. Again, my full spoiler review will be up right at midnight when the episodes premiere. So whether you're staying up late or watching it later in the morning, you'll have my spoiler reviews to go to. Thank you so much again, guys, for watching this. And of course, until next time, may the Force be with us all.